everyone, and welcome to our shared drive. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what you can find here. I am organizing materials and lessons by topic and putting those into folders. And then within the folders, those are organized also. So you can see that we have things from brain breaks, choice boards. And if you would like a tutorial on that, you can actually come here and there's a tutorial on how to create choice boards here. And there's other tutorials in this folder as well. This is a text-to-speech or a couple of text-to-speech extensions that I found that Jennifer Esau is using with her students, and she's finding that very helpful. So there's some tutorials for you and some tutorials for students as well there. And so if you find anything else in here that you're not sure how to use, I can certainly come and meet with you and we can do a quick training on those or experience with those too. So just different folders here, like I said, by topic. And then within the folders, you will also find those broken down by grade level, and then some, like there's some virtual read aloud libraries here, some word work at a distance, and just different things here. And then within each of these, what I have done is I have broken those down by the essential standards and made folders so that the lessons that teach those will go into those folders and for the essential standards. And then also there's some things here that are, I didn't quite know where they would go, but I knew they were first grade. And so there may be some overflow outside of the folders. And so when you go into the folders, whenever I have lessons that I've created for those, then those will be broken down also for those standards. And when you get in, you'll find if I've created something on Nearpod, you'll see a Google slide presentation. And then when you open that, the link will take you to the Nearpod lesson that you can assign to your students, or you can run it live. And this is kind of the teacher's edition, if you will, just the PDF of that. And so that's what it's like in our ELA folder. And our math folder is a little bit different. I have organized it by grade level, and I have some extra overflow topics like multiplication and virtual manipulatives. The essential standards are there as well. And then there's some links to some full curriculum online and some warm-up routines and some games. And then within those folders, I have used the State Department's math frameworks, and I have identified where our essential standards are. And in our essential standards in the math frameworks, we're really fortunate that they bundle those standards together and they create units. And so then within the unit, you have a plan for that whole unit to teach those essential standards plus some. And then these are broken down by big ideas within those. And so as I create those lessons and things from that framework, then you'll see those lessons in here and same. And so this one's coming along fairly nicely. This is a PowerPoint there or a Google slide presentation. That's an interactive presentation, and I'm working on some other things with that too. So just different ways that the things are organized in there. There are also, like I said, the virtual read aloud libraries, and if I can put those by grade level, if it's obvious, I do that. But then there are some that aren't necessarily obvious, and so this is a holidays Google slide, and this person created read aloud libraries for several different holidays. And so I did break them apart, but then also I just put that whole thing there too, just in case, because I know that picture books aren't always just specific for 1 or 2 grades. And so I wanted you to have that also. There's also a social studies and a science folder, and those are getting off to be nicely. And most of those I've developed for Jennifer Esau at the junior high, but I can certainly develop those for you as well. So just take a look here, and if there's anything that you don't see that you want, if you have anything that you normally print for your students, if you'll send yourself an email from the printer and email those to me, I can certainly turn those into digital interactive experiences too. And so that's just kind of an overview. This was an example of a calendar that somebody used, and then there's some learning plans here. Um, so just hopefully you'll find what you need, and if not, let me know, and I'll be glad to create it for you. Thanks.